You wanted more trivia, you got more trivia, and who's going to give it to you? Me. That's right, we're doing Kiss trivia. Is that a little over the top? I felt like I was going to do the you wanted the best, you got the best, the hottest band in the world, Kiss. Then I decided against that. We did Guess That Kiss Song Trivia Challenge last week. And the overwhelming response that I've heard from everyone is, Shane, why did you quit so soon? So we're calling this the Kiss Song Trivia. Guess That Kiss Song Trivia, the Gauntlet. How many bars do I got in that camera? I got about 3 bars. So we're just going to go and go and go. And you're going to collect your points. You're going to see how well you do with me. I'm telling you right now, you're going to beat me. But we go through these tunes. We try and take just as little a taste as we can because, of course, you know, too many dings, they just say, hey, we're not going to put it up anyways here on YouTube. But are you ready, baby? Do you got the taters? Can you do it? Do you think you can beat me? Do you think you can, do you think you know Kiss? And you say, yeah, I know Kiss. I know everything about Kiss. Well, this is going to test your mettle then. Guess That Song Kiss Trivia, the Gauntlet. Here we go. Look at this. I figured, now we've got it all on random. You can see that down here I'm going to have my little... it's all randomly set up. So after this first song here, which has shocked me, I thought we would honorably set it up. Is my space bar ready? A fantastic song from Ace Frehley from the Love Gun record, Kiss. Now we're going to start going at this son of a gun. We stop and start it and see how well we do at the Kiss trivia. And it could be off of any album, anytime. There's 50 songs here. This is the ultimate Kiss whatever. Look, I'm going to set that up for you. Look at that. What's it called? This is Kiss. The Essential Tracks, all in one playlist. 50 songs. You ready? Here you go. Love Gun. Yes. You know what? Another thing about this album art, I loved it. Who was the guy that did the album art for some of these records? I love that because of all the sexy ladies with the Paul Stanley makeup on. Or not really, is it? It's just kind of ghoul makeup, corpse paint. But I used to look at that album cover and say, they look so freaking cool, like a Hanna-Barbera character. And all those hot chicks with the big, big jugs, they all love them. They love every one of them. They make love to them after their concerts and gigs. There we go. Next one. It's coming to me. I'm going to say Magic Touch from the Dynasty record. I just started thinking of, she got the magic touch. Baby girl, what you doing? Here we go. Get up, everybody gonna move their feet. Get down, Detroit Rock City. What do we think of the movie Detroit Rock City? Does it ever show Kiss in it? I feel like it doesn't show them at all. I remember the Gene Simmons mouth with the tongue dangling down. But did they show him? Get those kinks out of my neck, guys. I'm doing good. I am feeling very good about this. Here we go. Bing, bing, boom, da, 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 da. That sounded like Shout It Out Loud. Am I getting them mixed up? Yeah. Shout It Out Loud. But it sounded like it was from an audience participation thing, so I'm going to go Unplugged. Kiss Unplugged MTV. Shout It Out Loud. Rock and roll all night. You show us everything. I wanna rock and roll all night. What was it from, though? Rock and Roll All Night Live. And look at what I'm talking about. The Unplugged. Is that Peter back there? There's Eric Singer. There's the Ace. Kulick, Bruce Kulick, who doesn't get gets bad treatment. Here we go. We did this last time. And I hope we don't get into that horse shit. That's a dirty living. I mean, wasn't it doing a lot of Dynasty last time? We're already 2 tracks in. Now, I don't know a lot of that older stuff, but I think this is the Gene tune from Revenge.
Tell you my story.
Let me tell you my story. And it's a dirty one, too. Every damn song that comes out of his mouth is about dirty sex. So I'm sure he's going to tell us a story about it.
I've got a man-sized predicament.
I got a man-sized predicament.
It's a big one.
Gene, okay, I'm going to take a stab in the dark because I praise God, the Lord says, domino. Okay, the Revenge record. I don't know much of that at all. The way my journey kind of went was I was out of there by about Crazy Nights is when I was just like I've had my share of it, and then I was revitalized when they did the reunion, which I saw. All right, here we go. We'll do a bullet round here. How's that sound, guys? I'll shut up a little bit. You really like my limit. I just want to hear you. You really like, but do you love me? What's that from? Is that Destroyer? All right, here we go. Okay, we're gonna do a twofer here. This is called the twofer. That was the unplugged version of them doing Beth. We did that last time on the other one. Boom, 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 boom. Don't you do it? I tell you, she was 16. Dude, 16. Christine, 16. I tell you, when I saw you walking out of school that day, I said, I knew I gots to have you. I gots to have you. You shouldn't be around a school, Gene, unless it's college, Harvard, or something like that. Rock and roll all night. Why do I get shouted out loud and rock and roll all night mixed up? They don't sound the same. Rock and roll all night. Here we go. I accidentally hit the wrong buttons. That was from the lovely Creatures of the Night record. That would be War Machine. And then what's this? This is another one off of Revenge, maybe? Wow. Johnny got a rebel and the baby's got a gun. Is that what this is? Johnny got a gun and he blew us all away. And it was cool. I'm going to say that's gonna shine. Hide your heart. Hold on tight. Look out, Paul Stanley's coming with a sawed-off shotgun tonight. Is that what it is? This album right here, I know nothing about. Why did it do that? That's weird that it just did that because I hovered over that. Maybe I clicked this on accident. I don't know anything about that record, and that's when things really started to go south, right? Keep going. Oh, I saw your eyes. What is it? That's Oh No, Tears Are Falling. I was down. I was all on board for Asylum. I mean, they were rocking, as far as I was concerned, and my young brains were concerned. They were rocking pretty good with the non-makeup releases at that point. They had Lick It Up, they had Animalized, they had, and this was the third, Asylum. But you know, they got really silly. Was that a Warhol painting that Andy Warhol did for him? But then they started getting real, the really, what do they call it, pastels that they were wearing, and Paul's jacket looked like it weighed, you know, he bitches and moans about wearing the boots and everything now. Imagine how he would have bitched when he was not wearing the makeup, but he had that big Elton John kind of costume on. Keep going. That's Beth. Next. I think this one popped up too. And at night I just feel you just the same. Oh, this is a great song. This is off Dynasty. This is Sure Know Something. Paul Stanley. And I'll tell you this too. As I'm learning how to play the bass guitar, I'm thinking, you know, he's got some skills. Gene Simmons, he's no, you know, whatever, noodlehead, but he's got some pretty good skills. Let's do another quick bullet thing here. Charisma. That popped up last time, I think, too. Here we go. I know a thing or two about Strutter. Here we go. Let me go rock and roll. We did that last time too, yes? I'm going to say a joke here, guys, but I don't mean it. Rock and roll all night? No, this is shouted out loud. I love the sound of that. God of Thunder. That is, of course, Gene Simmons. This is his moment in the concerts. God of Thunder. He flies up to the roof, and then he does a little bass thing, and then he starts spitting blood. I'll tell you a story. I told my grandmother. You know, you're just a little kid at the time. You don't know what's going on. But someone had told me that maybe you remember this, that they had sewed cow tongue on his tongue to make it longer or something. I remember just looking at my grandmother was just horrified. I'm like, look at this band, Grandma. It's Kiss. And this is their new album, available in stores everywhere. And, you know, she's already horrified looking at it because she grew up listening to freaking, you know, cave people bang. But I embellished. When I saw her grimace at just the sight of him, I thought I would throw in that extra little nugget. Yeah, and this guy right here, he's called the Demon. And what he did was he had his tongue, some cow tongue sewed on. And thank goodness she wasn't one of them that's like, he needs to burn those records tonight. You need to take them out in the backyard and burn them. Let's go. Cold gin. I was made for loving you. What did I do? Was that another version of it? There we go. Did this come up last time? Shandy. Oh, yeah. Should I slow down, guys? Are you having a hard time? You're like, he keeps going too fast. His brains are too good. Did I say I love it loud? This is interesting, too. This album cover is pretty interesting. I loved it. But technically, Ace shouldn't be in there either, should he? Either. Tell me the breakdown of that. I love that the eyes glowed, and then of course that cheesy version at the very end of the I Love It Loud video where they're, the special effects where they try to get their eyes to glow. But that was a record. That was a return to form. That was heavy metal. Right? Eric Carr bringing the beef. Let's go. Didn't this pop up last time too? And I thought it sounded like The Who or something. Okay. I think this popped up last time, and it's God Gave Rock and Roll to You Too. And it doesn't even sound anything like he's going to say God gave rock and roll to you. Is that right? Yes. Man, when you got something that it's like, let's do a part 2 and a part 3 and a part 4. How's that sound? Keep going. Baby, when you're calling me, it's late now Sunday night. I don't have any clue of what that is. You guys might have just jumped ahead of me in the leaderboards because I got no clue. I feel like he's going to come in singing, I try to get it started. I should have known it from the start. Okay. I'm taking a mulligan. What is it? We Are One. And I know nothing from Carnival of Souls. Was that the other record? The one right after... Oh, Sonic Boom. I don't know anything from Carnival of Souls, Psycho Circus, or Sonic Boom. So that's interesting. Here we go. Lick It Up. The first thing that you see... Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. Guys, you know what I've done, Dad? I opened my damn peepers down there, and I saw that it was Heaven's on Fire. Better open my peepers, then. Jesus. It's not Lick It Up, it's Heaven on Fire. I got to take that as a bad point. I'm down 2. What I was going to say, though, is that was a great kind of hit point. For the Lick It Up record, but I was completely wrong, so it wouldn't have been there. Heaven's on Fire, great tune. This album cover here, interesting, because is this the only one that does not feature the band in some form or fashion? Like I was mentioning last time, I was reading the Animalize Wikipedia page, and boy, oh boy, I've got something coming up for you guys on Mark St. John, because I got fascinated with that. But they say that Gene Simmons was gone. He was managing Black and Blue, Tommy Thayer's band at the time, and he was doing movies. So Paul Stanley was basically left with this whole album, a nightmare guitar player named Mark St. John, whom I just thought, oh, that poor fellow. He got the arthritis and then he just had to get out of the band so quickly. That makes me so sad inside. But then you start reading on him, which we're going to do. I got a video coming up. And you go, oh. So Paul Stanley was pretty pissed off at Gene Simmons because he's doing movies and, managing bands, which here's to side nugget to that, and the Black and Blue band that Tommy Thayer was in is where Gene Simmons told him, you need to ditch this band, it's going nowhere. He produced their record, Nasty Nasty, I believe, Gene Simmons did. And Tommy Thayer says, you think so, Gene? Oh, you think so, Gene? And he said, you got to ditch him, and you got to become my assistant. And you're going to have a good life, and I'm going to take a good care of you. Here we go. Out of time, no more lessons I've learned, and I've churned and burned. What's it called? everybody's got a reason to live, but it can't be your love. And what was that? What album was that be from? I'm going to say, is that a hit from Dirty in the Shade? What is it called? Hot in the Heat? Dirty in the Hot in the Shade. Fuck. Well, I got the song, so, and I owned that record too. So I lied when I said Asylum was, if I said that, I lied, because I owned this one too. Because Crazy Nights is a banger, isn't it? Doesn't it just pump you up for a Saturday night? Used to do me. Here we go. If never I met you, if never I... Hard Luck Woman. And a day's gone by. I want you to do. And that artwork right there, man, for that record, that is just, I'm just going to say it, that is tits, man. That is top notch. Everything, the symmetry on that, everything about the artwork on that is absolutely beautiful. And if you'd like a fun nugget on the side that has to do with the band Anthrax, is Charlie Benante, who's also in Pantera reunion right now, Pantera College reunion. He's a massive Kiss fan, so the Anthrax album that was released some years back, one of their newer ones that they've released, he did a rendition style of this, and it's all right. But man, that is just sweet, don't you think? We keep going. $2,000, man. We get a little bit of Ace. I wish I could keep my eyes closed, but move to the bar here, you know, so I could get a taste of Ace. I mean, all of Ace's stuff is always great. You know, tell me if I'm telling lies right there. I feel like all of Ace Frehley's songs back in the day were just good. Did he have a stinker? That's what I'm asking you. Next, Crunky. Okay, guys. I already peeked at this. We know it's unholy. I just want to hear some of it, damn it. Listen. Unholy. Gene either had the menacing songs about "You better watch it, I'm a war machine," or it's something dirty. I'm living in sin at the Holiday Inn. You know, he said he's got a monster problem in his pants. Didn't you hear that other song, Domino, we were listening to? He said they're talking about, I got a big old problem. Here we go. I need a loving baby, oh so bad. You're not the only one I ever had. See, he's a sex freak. You know why they call me Dr. Love? I didn't look, but I knew that. I stole your love. Remember that? I was just having a little a fart moment there in my brains. But do you remember the song "Larger Than Life"? And it was like a studio song that was on Kiss Alive 2, I think it is. At the very end of Kiss Alive 2, there was like 3 or 4 or 5 recorded album tracks, and "Larger Than Life" was one of them. Our love is larger than life. Wasn't that the song that they spoofed in that movie, Phantom of the Park? Or am I just brain farting? I feel like they spoofed on that song, Larger Than Life, and they spoofed on Rip, Rip, Rip and Destroy. Keep going. This right here is the first time Paul Stanley has ever done a hip-hop rap in his life. Or is this not it? What's that song? Come on. Okay, it's the wrong song. What's the song where he goes, street hustler walked up to me one day and I was just walking out the door and he looked me up and he looked me down and he said, hey man, what be this, what be that? This is All Hell's Breaking Loose, but it's from that same record. Look it up. Here we go. You know, those haunting notes right there almost sound like something you could hear Blackie Lawless's voice coming in on. They say that you're living, and you do it all the time. I still love you. That's off Creatures of the Night, old Eric Carr killing it on the drums. I still love you. Probably some of the best Paul Stanley vocaling too, right? Where he's just, love you. Here we go. Isn't that Domino again? Oh, Jesus. You got nothing to lose. I was just waiting for him to come in and say, let me tell you, I got a dirty little secret. Am I losing it? There we go. I don't know what this is either. This sounds like Psycho Freaks. Oh man, I wish I could get that. I wish I could figure out where that scroll bar is. Because I'm just going to take a stab in the dark because that sounds like a circus is coming to town. Ooh, that almost has that haunting sound of The Elephant Man. Have you ever seen that movie? It's my all-time favorite movie, The Elephant Man. But that music they play in there. Creepy as all get out of town. I'm going to say that this is Psycho Circus, the song off the album. It just sounds like a circus coming to town. Paul said, you know, Gene, I got a great idea. What we're going to do is we're going to start, now I don't even know if this is true. We're going to start the album Psycho Circus, but we're going to start it with the song Psycho Circus. And in that song, at the very beginning, before we get into the Psycho Circus portion of the song, we're going to have kind of this creepy little sound like the circus is coming to town. What do you think of that, Gene? What do you think of that idea? Gene said, oh yeah. Here we go. This is that song that I wake up, Virginia, I think I got something to say to you. She's a prancer, a romancer. Oh yeah, it's coming to me. But you know, I'm a Capricorn and she's a Cancer. I'm a Capricorn and she's a Cancer. He wrote those lyrics and said, oh, these are good. Oh, Gene, you got to read these. You got to read these lyrics. I wrote in a tune. I'm a Capricorn and she's a Cancer. What do you think of them? What do you think of them, Gene? He said, oh, yeah. Come on, love me. Guys, I goofed it, okay? I'm sorry. This album cover, wonderful, too. You know, businessmen, they finally, you know, broke in the wall on Wall Street, and they all got up there with that big hammer and banged on the table, and everyone, yay. I heard a rumor, and you can get down in the comments, but all of the suits that they're wearing there are actually Bill Aucoin, the fine, fantastic Bill Aucoin, and Paul Stanley has said, that manager, Bill Aucoin, said, he's everything to us. I got to tell you that. He was the best. And he really believed in Kiss and got them where they needed to go. Here we go. Oh, my neck. Everybody, is he going to say that? Everybody's around the world. I don't know. I don't know what that is. That's not the thing I was thinking. I don't know what it is. Coming Home. And I goofed that one last time too, didn't I? I think that popped up as well. Maybe they're just not playing it very good on those acoustic instruments. Maybe they're just not very good. Now, this album cover here wasn't the reason why Eric Singer played along with Peter the whole time, didn't he? Because they're like, we can't leave Peter to his own devices, Gene. You know what it sounds like when Peter plays alone. We got to have Eric back there. Keep going. We're going, bros. We're going. Broettes. Don't want to wait till you know me, baby. Slick it up. This album cover here, now tell me if you were about the same brain way as I was with it. But I was like, I know that's Paul Stanley. I know that's Gene Simmons. He's got the tongue out. And I know that's Eric Carr. But are they trying to punk us? Because I was like, he could put that Ace paint on and you would, and you know, it's like maybe there was some kind of rumor going around. Do you remember that? Anything like that where you're like, I think that might be Ace and not Vinny, who, by the way, wrote Lick It Up. So thank you, Vinny, for, you know, filling the coffers for us. Let's keep going. People try to take his soul away. Oh, yeah. They try to tell us that we don't belong. That's alright. We're millions strong. Crazy, crazy nights. I don't know. I was waiting for that fella from REM to come in and go, I thought that I heard you laughing. I thought that I... Jesus. I know that's Gene Simmons singing, but my God, that almost sounds a bit Paul McCartney in there. I don't know what this is, but it sounds lovely, whatever it is. And it's from that Unplugged album. Oh, he just said it. See you tonight. What album's that from? Get in the comments. How you doing? Should we keep going a little bit longer? You tabulating your points and all of that? You making sure that you're doing the thing and checking the thing and making sure the thing? What I'm feeling inside, you can't lie to yourself, but it's true. Everybody's got a reason to live. Oh. Is that the same song? But doesn't he say, everybody's got a reason to live? That sounds like the same song, Forever. Jesus, I'm surprised at how many songs I didn't get it, guys. Okay, I failed, right? You happy about it? But it's surprising how many songs I actually do know from that record because I've never turned it on. That just shows you the momentousness of Kiss. You've never even opened up that record and you know 3 or 4 tunes from it. Keep going. We're going to do some more. Did we just hear that? I'm taking the mulligan again, but I swear to God, we just heard that. Every time I look at you, What does he do? A lot of songs with that ring, ring. It's like that's what he did in the 90s. What was that? Shuffle they did too. Get up and get your grandma out of here. Why am I spacing on the damn tune? There's $1,000 deuce. Baby, it's a deuce. But now I'm just thinking to myself, wait a minute. When I've asked people what deuce is about, they say, Shane, you don't want to know. It's about getting the deuce. It's about if your man's working hard, right? But doesn't he just say that? Get up and get your grandma out of here? What in the hell is your grandmother doing where you're about to do the deuce? If you're taking a deuce, which is a dump, or if you're doing something that Dr. Ruth Westheimer, if you know who she is, or Dr. Joy Brothers may talk about on their programs, kind of something sexy, not really, but kind of. What's Gene's grandma doing there? Is he some kind of, in the song, Gene Simmons is supposed to be some abusive husband. So he tells the key, he walks in the front door after a hard day in the coal mines or whatever, and he says, get up and get your grandma out of here, because I'm going back there and I'm going to get me some of that deuce. Here we go. He said, we got to give Gene a tune where she gets a bass. I can't, guys, I'm never going to come up with what this is. It does sound vaguely familiar to me, but I don't know. 100,000 years. It's a shame. We go. What is that song? Everybody's gonna have a ball of flame. There's a fire in your eye. I know you won't show me what you need. Fire, though. Now, turn on the night. Okay, it's all coming back to me. Turn on the night. And it's from the broken glass on the face. The kisses, the standing there with the broken glass, the image of them with the smashed glass over the picture. Crazy Nights. Turn on the... Yeah, here we go. I guess we'll end it right there. Because that was Rat. Ooh, Rat might be a good band to do this to, right? I would suck. Lay It Down. That was Lay It Down from Rat. All right, guys, we made it through. There it is, the Essential Rat. It's all lined up for us. Did we do 50 songs? That's impossible. Did we do all 50 songs? That's impossible, guys. Okay, swing it out. I hope, get down there in the comments. Tell me how well you did. Give me ideas for other ones that we can do like this, because, this is a community channel here. I love all of you guys. I love your input and your thoughts, your opinions, and everything that we're doing. So if you got an idea, then give me a toodle. Lay it down, lay it down, lay it down. Well, baby, lay it down.